No, it is not the most OP jet in the game. I'm glad you got here via my click. So, what's going on, guys? Let's have a little conversation about the French plane that I'm not going to attempt to pronounce, because I know there will be people in my comments section ripping me a new one for my French pronunciations, along with the German ones. I already made the mistake of attempting the German ones, so I just keep doing it. I'm not even going to set myself up for that with this. So, what will we call this jet? The Speedy Boy. So the Speedy Boy 2A. It's not the best plane in the game. Not at all. Not by any stretch of your imagination. But we're going to talk about what it does well and what it does bad, and what I think overall of the plane. So yes, I think the BR is odd. I think that the plane is extremely fast. Now, I wouldn't say it's faster than a Hunter. I have pushed my Hunter faster. But this plane seems faster, if you get what I'm saying. And especially stock. Stock, this thing will outrun a Hunter. I have no doubt about that. But it's very weird, the flight model. It doesn't accelerate well in a dive. It actually doesn't really travel too fast at all after you get under around 5K in a dive. It moves up to its 1000 kph threshold, around 1050, and it just cruises at that forever if you want. At high altitudes, I have taken this plane up almost 10K. Hold on, I just swatted a fly out of here. And it climbs extremely well. It's extremely fast up there too, and you can push it to Mach 1.2 in a shallow dive at high altitude. It carries a lot of bombs. It's armed with quad 30mm cannons, very similar to the Aidens, and they do a lot of damage sometimes. When I say sometimes, I've had a lot of instances with this plane where I've shot things and they just don't want to die. But that's every gun, right? That's every plane in the game right now. That's the new netcode and client stability at its best. So I'm not too worried about that. You know, I think that with some time and practice, I will start to hit my shots even better, center fuselage, and blow planes up. And I have blown planes up with this thing. These guns are no joke. They hit hard. They're just like 30s. Another thing about this plane is the bomber capability. So you have to spawn in with bombs. The lowest amount of bombs is you can carry, I believe, 8 250s. So you get 4 on the wings and 6 in the body. Did I count that wrong? Yeah, I did. 10. Whoa, Slick, you mathematician. Did I ever tell you guys I failed the algebra 2 and trick? Yeah, that's a story for a different day. But regardless, that's the lowest amount that you can carry. In this game, I'm carrying 6 1,000 pounds. So 4 on the wings, 2 in the center fuselage in the bomb bay. You can carry a variety of different weapons with this plane. You can carry 24 450mm penning rockets on each wing. You get two pouches, 2 clusters of 6. That's what I'm going for. 2 clusters of 6 rockets on each wing. You can get the rocket pods, which are pretty cool. Now they're encased in a capsule, and then when you shoot your first rocket, they pop off, and you can see the rockets exposed. You get 76 of those. Or you can do a combination of both types of either rockets and bombs, and a ton of different other things. So it's a very good ground pounding aircraft. It's armed well, and it's very fast. Are you ready for the bad parts? It is extremely susceptible to being compressed. It compresses like no plane I've ever seen, and it's very weird to deal with. So this is where we talk about if I think the plane is good or not. Yes, I think it's good, and I think it's very, very fun, and I think it definitely should stay in the game, because there's not many planes like this. It's extra, like, the fun factor I get from playing this plane is very odd. I don't know why I find it so fun. It's a combination of how good the plane looks when you're flying it and how fast it moves around the battlefield. That just feels fun. So I want this to stay into the game, of course, you know, and I want it to stay and be usable. I don't want its BR to be completely ruined or anything like that. But I do want counterparts to this plane, and I want faster planes added into the game. Now that I've seen this and I've had a taste of the speed of this plane, give me a fighter that can do this. Oof, baby. Give me a MiG-19. You know what I mean, Gaijin? Just give me a MiG-19. Give me a Super Saber. Something like that. I want it. I don't know how else to say it. I've thought about it before. I don't care about balancing right now. I'm not even talking about balancing. I just want to see that flight model and that plane, and I want to fly it in this game. So other than that, you know, the plane is pretty fast for 8.0. I'm not going to lie. I think that it's very, very fast, actually, for 8.0. And I don't think... That was a nice shot. I don't think it should necessarily stay here. I think 8.0 is too low. The fact that it can face Hortons and stuff, it just clubs them. And it doesn't club them in the fact that it outturns them. It just clubs them in the fact that they will never reach this plane. They will never find it. You will never lose enough speed in a turn to get caught by a Horton. I guarantee it, unless you're flying wrong, and especially spaded. So this plane's spaded in the video you're watching. I flew it unspaded on stream. Thing hauls ass. There's no question about it. You know, even CLs have trouble catching you sometimes, so you know that it can't face 7.0s. 8.0s, it's fine. I would say a G91, a good G91 pilot can put you in a reversal fast enough to kill you. You know, that's simple stuff. The plane really doesn't turn well. It really does not like to turn at all. And, you know, it's not really a fighter. As much as I want it to be, and as much as I'm going to use it as a fighter, it's not really a good fighter. You have to fly this plane boom and zoom, really careful when you choose to turn, because if you make the wrong turn at the wrong time against the wrong enemies with the wrong distance set up, you're going to get caught and you're going to get killed. That's about it. Now, as far as defensive flying, you can't defensive fly this plane. It doesn't roll better than anything that it faces. It doesn't turn better than anything it faces. The elevator compresses, like I said, so usually when you're running away from people, you want to go as fast as possible. That's the best thing that this thing can do, but it can't dolphin while it's going 1,050. And when I say dolphin, I mean go up and down with the elevator. It can't do that. It compresses. The elevator is not responsive at that speed. It's going too fast for its own good. So if you have a plane that is catching you and you can't outrun it anymore, good luck trying to shake the shots, because you're stuck. You're stuck going that speed at that level, and you're not really going to make any deviations to your path, regardless of how much input you put on your elevators, your rudder, whatever. It just doesn't matter. It's not going to happen. At lower speeds, the plane has a little bit of help for it, but you know, I don't know. It's decent. It's decent at lower speeds. It can kind of turn. It can kind of go up and down. And it zoom climbs like nobody's business. I've taken this thing from a level flight of 1,050 at probably, you know, maybe 100, a couple hundred meters off the ground. And then I've gone straight up to 5.5K, which was a stall, and then dropped back down to 5,000 and continued on my way. So you can zoom climb up to 5K if you're going your top end in this thing, and I haven't done it spaded yet, so I'll have to figure out what it's like spaded. So yeah, that's about it. That's all you need to know about this plane. If you're facing it, just make it turn, or just turn yourself if it's coming in for you. The biggest problem I see that people are going to have with this plane is so fast it will come in and you have very little time to react if you're going up to face somebody. Well, let me say it like this. This plane is really good at being a bait plane and killing people who are baited. And that's about it. That's all it's got to do. And now you can see I made a wrong decision at the wrong time, and I'm going to pay the price. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think about these things. Too OP? Are they not OP enough? I don't know. Leave your comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video if you liked it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, the outro song. If you don't know what this outro song is, come on, man. Somebody comment it in the comments down below. If you don't know this outro song, look at the comments, find somebody who's more knowledgeable than you, and learn your shit, son.
I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in axe and sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks.